Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, from Dr. Bertram Everidge for another episode of Emergency Cocktail Preparation. Now, one of the perils I sometimes come across is that people on occasion donate bottles of spirits to me. Quite onerous, as I'm sure you will agree, not. And we have quite recently had a couple of bottles gifted to us. I thought, what better opportunity to have a little bit of a taster then and see what they are like. Now, these are the two bottles that we've had. This first bottle gifted to us was given to me by a very good friend of mine who lives in America, and we very recently have just visited him, and he gifted us Nord's Gin. Now, my initial thought upon seeing this bottle, the name Nord's and the sort of the colouring and that, was that it was going to be from one of the Nordic countries, but upon reading the actual blurb and all the stuff on it, it's actually from Atlantic Spain, the north of Spain. It looks like a very, very nice gin, and it says that it's got lots of different botanicals in it, as well as wine and a hint of grape. So that all sounds wonderful. So let's give this a try. We're going to have a little snifter of this neat and see what it's like. Well, it smells very good. It doesn't smell sort of with that strong botanical sort of smell that you get in a lot of gins. It smells really, really rather smooth, and I think that the grape is under there as well. And again, just like the smell, the taste is lovely and smooth. Very, very smooth gin. And I think I like this. Very, very pleasant indeed. Thank you very much for that, Cyrus. Let's move on to the second bottle here. And this has come from our friends Scott and Joe, who are very big gin fans. And this is from Pacific House, and it's their Deep Umami Gin, which apparently has notes of sea kelp. Very, very strange sea kelp. So I'm kind of expecting this to be quite a sort of salty, briny kind of taste on the gin. Scott and Joe tried it, and it wasn't quite for them, so hence it being gifted to me. Their loss is perhaps my gain. Let's find out. Certainly got a very distinctive smell. Not as smooth as the Nord's. Still quite nice, but there's definitely something very unusual in that. I can only imagine that would be the kelp. Kind of a slightly salty sort of tang to it, which is again what I was expecting. Very nice, two gins, quite different beasts. Tasting them neat is one thing. I think we should see how they perform under the conditions of a cocktail. I think we need to make a couple of gin martinis to really test drive them. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Two different gins, two different gin martinis. In an ideal world, you would garnish these with a twist of lemon. We unfortunately have run out of lemon, so in true emergency cocktail form, we have improvised and have done a little slice of lime in there, which I'm sure will be very good as well. Let's give them a try. I'm going to go first off for the Deep Umami Gin. Again, that very, very strange smell coming through. You very much know you're drinking that. Very, very interesting flavour, very strange. Might take a little bit of time for us to get through this. I'm not going to consume both of these martinis. The Dangerous Yet Camoshai Paramore will of course be assisting me, but from a taste point of view, very interesting, very different. Possibly a gin and a martini for somebody who is not after the usual flavours, doesn't really like your basic ordinary gins. That's probably where I would go with that one. So let's try the Nord's gin. A much smoother smell. And the fruitiness is coming through. Yeah, two very different martinis. I think that's quaffable, very quaffable. Probably won't take me a long time to get through that one. An excellent tasting experiment, I would say, and thank you for coming on the journey. And of course, thank you very much to our friends Scott and Joe and Cyrus for gifting us this lovely gin. Whatever you're doing out there, do try and enjoy yourselves and have fun experimenting with any of the cocktails that you see. And if you've enjoyed today's video, please do like and subscribe. From Dr. Bertram Everidge and the Dangerous Yet Camoshai Paramore, Everidge out.